Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. So the big play there, all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but he just couldn't help himself.
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, 76 yards. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now, after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
16 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Green Bay.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw now, here's Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, 53 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
3rd and 4. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Second quarter action. 1:56 remaining.
41-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
The 28-yard line.
Second down and 4. Love from the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Love now. A complete once again to Watson.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
9 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Going back to Love. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the 2nd half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 40 yards. And a Packer first down.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Williams. And This is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's Love. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's good for a Packers first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Finds his receiver, Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Play action this time with Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. In motion, the tight end. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze, 49 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
For the extra point.
Santos for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down and a yard. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 15. And a Packer first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Love. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
To throw now. Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.